Huh?
Introduce and say, hey, I'm in the Cryo Chamber.
Hey guys, I'm in the Cryo Chamber. Welcome to the next episode of At Home Macon. Today we're sitting down with Rodger from Body Awareness, Performance, and Therapy. We're going to be talking about all things being aware of your body, the clients that he services, what jobs he do, the services he offer here at Body Awareness, the Chronotherapy, the zero deprivation tank, and all the good stuff. Sit back, enjoy this episode with Rodger.
You got 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh, my nipples are so hard.
See you back, and if you're doing cortisone injection, Medrol dose pack, and let's see you back in a week or two. And if you're not doing any good, maybe we'll do some PT, or we'll give you another injection.
Yeah.
And then maybe some.
And that's not really addressing the issue, it sounds like. It's
kind
of putting a Band-Aid on, just like taking painkillers when you really should be doing something else.
Yeah. And if you see my sign up there, movement is medicine. So I'm treating a person. When somebody comes to see me, I'm really like the private eye.
Yeah.
I put on my little hat and
you really try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I want to say so far from what we've been talking about, it seems like you have the most, like all the interviews you do, like, no, I want to say passion, definitely there's passion there, but the most like knowledge behind what you're doing. Does that make sense? It's not like you just started a business because you like food or started a restaurant because you like food. It's like there was something there that triggered you into doing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
What made you start on this whole physical therapy thing? Because you said you started in high school, right?
Right. So for me, I loved sports.
Yeah.
Loved athletics.
Where'd you play?
I was in football. I was a center and nose guard.
Yeah.
I was a little turd. And then baseball, I was a third baseman.
Yeah.
Had an arm, but boy, hot corner.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, I was kind of gun shy a little bit with that. But my coach, who took me over, kind of like mentored me during my high school years. He's like, hey, there's this up and coming profession, athletic training, sports medicine. Like, I think you'd be perfect in it.
And this was for like sportsmen, athletic training.
Yeah,
was like really a thing.
Yeah. This was when the athletic trainers, hey, doc.
Yeah.
You know, they did laundry. They would drive the team bus or team van. You know, and ice and heat, and that was it. You know, ice, heat, stretch. You know, those were back in the days of put some ice on. So I went into that, and big time of my background was like traditional. I would say traditional Western medicine. So I have that background, but then when my grandmother was ill, she was getting ready to pass away, and she was in the hospital, and she's like, I know now why, what God has planned for you. And it was, he put you on this earth to help people.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, okay. And then I got into pro ball.
Yeah.
And I thought I had to achieve.
Yeah.
Had to get to the big leagues.
Yeah.
And it's politics and a lot of.
Oh yeah.
So I found myself being more and more kind of not. I like to play by my rules.
Yeah.
Kind of thing without being rogue or
exactly
anything, but I felt like there was some unfairness maybe.
Okay.
Between the first round and the free agent.
Yeah.
And then the way they wanted me to do some things, and which wasn't wrong. It didn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
And then I reconnected with my high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
And I come to the realization that I wanted to be an athletic trainer first, a baseball athletic trainer second. Okay. And then when I did that, boy, it was like a cloud lifted over me. And from there, I came to Macon, and I met with some sports medicine groups and things like that. And the first thing that was out of their mouth was, "Why did you leave pro baseball?"
Yeah. And what year was this?
That was 2010.
Uh-huh.
And I said, at the time I was wanting to get a job and work and just
Yeah.
make a living and
Yeah.
start a second career with my soon-to-be wife, and I
Exactly.
got custody of my son. And then I was just like, so I made up this, it's a single guy sport career, which it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
It's a lot of travel and that kind of thing.
a lot of you're committed
Yeah.
24/7, and so I made up kind of this story,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a story, but it wasn't the real truth. But then I realized it is I wasn't commit when you're in that level of work.
Yeah.
No matter if you're married or single or what, no matter sex, race,
Yeah.
anything, you got to be committed.
Yeah. Like the pro league baseball.
Yes,
Wow.
even at rookie ball, because those athletes are shutting down everything to achieve a goal.
Yeah, it's their job.
And they expect you to be 110% right with them.
Yeah. So it's like being ready in the middle of the night in case they need something. And that
Absolutely.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
What kind of things do they need? Like.
So it could go from, hey, I've been laying here and my nose just started bleeding, or I fell down and my knee buckled, or then you got the other things that it happens. I got arrested for a DUI. So things like that, or my so-and-so family member was just, my mother just passed away, or
something like that.
in the middle of the night, and it's go time to make sure that they concentrate just on the skills at hand.
Yeah.
You're helping facilitate everything else for them.
That's crazy.
And you got to be committed to that.
Yeah.
And once you start not being committed to that, you start letting your expectations, some of your values change as you age. Like it tore me up when my son was like, "Hey, Dad, when am I going to see you?"
Yeah.
And I'd be getting ready to leave, walk out that door right then to go on a 10-day leg, and it was just like wearing on me. I was missing him and things like that. So I wasn't being as committed. Long story short, that when you start with as much responsibility as I had, when you stop being as committed, things start fraying, and you start losing. Things start slipping through the cracks.
And that's what started to happen?
Yeah. That's really what happened.
Yeah.
And I wasn't good for that.
It didn't fit your lifestyle anymore.
Correct.
That's
correct.
Crazy.
And, it took me a second to realize that. And 3 years after that, after I left, I had an opportunity to go back to the big leagues. I was in AAA when I left.
Yeah.
And I got an opportunity to go to the big leagues, and it was one of those things where my wife just said, "If you're wanting to go, I'm going to support you, and we're going to go and do it. But I want you to ask yourself, I want you to sleep on it. Don't answer me now. Sleep on it. Ask me or answer this tomorrow morning when you wake up. Are you going to the big leagues? Are you really hyped about this, excited? Because that's where you feel like you're in your heart you belong, or are you wanting to do it just to say you did it?"
Yeah.
And I woke up the next morning and I was like, my heart's still not in it. And it probably is leaning more towards, so I could say I did it.
Yeah.
I didn't for 1 second want to uproot her.
Yeah.
She's got an amazing career, so I didn't want her to abandon that and me chasing this dream or goal. I said, I can do better.
Yeah.
And I started out with, at the time, and I couldn't get a job as an athletic trainer in Macon. So I went back to massage therapy school. Yeah. Because in my last 3 or 4 years in baseball, we made the transition from, and I was so fortunate to be a part of these organizations because, hands down, over your head stuff they were doing, but it was hands-on. Yeah. They got away from the traditional, hey, let's put some ice on it, stem and ice. No, it was, let's do some squats. Let's do some breathing.
Yeah.
Let's do some postural work. And I took that and was like, I'm good with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm real good with my hands. So what's the natural progression is massage therapy.
Yeah.
So I did that, knowing good and well I would never be a spa.
Yeah.
Like
Does athletic training and massage therapy go well together? Do a lot of athletic trainers have that in their arsenal?
So some, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of dual athletic training massage therapy.
Okay.
Because there's some overlapping. Because we were taught, if you want to help someone.
Yeah.
And back then they were like, you want to heal somebody. Nobody heals anyone.
Yeah.
You help facilitate their own body.
Yeah, your body
to
does
heal.
it.
But you want to help someone, put your hands on them.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it even today.
Yeah.
People come in to me, neck, shoulders, and I put my hand on their shoulder and I'm listening to them. And I'm like, tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I'm stressed. And I'm just being an ear.
Yeah.
Being a sounding board.
Yeah.
And listening. And I don't have any business judging or anything like that. And then next thing you know, they're like, tears running down their eyes or something. They're like, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're welcome. I was just listening. I mean, you needed, and just because I was listening to them, I let them be heard.
Yeah.
And putting my hands on them to work on the neck and shoulders after that, it made me look like I was just this amazing, just genius with my hand. I'm like,
I just
you did half the battle right there.
Wow.
So those things,
I
mean, those little things reward to me. So
that's crazy. Man, so you came back to Macon, reconnected with your high school sweetheart. You've been in here since Memorial Day of 2019. Before then, you were 3 years in a room.
100 square foot room.
Off Vinyl, right?
Off of Vinyl.
So tell us how you got started there and moved it here.
So, as I was, all right. So there's.
Yeah, we're gonna be all over the place.
I'm full of backstories.
No, I'm ready. We're ready.
So, I was helping out at one of the private schools here, and then I took over at a junior college here.
Yeah.
As their athletic trainer. Well, I was also starting to build up my private massage therapy business, manual therapy business. I could work as a massage therapist, but I didn't have a medical director. So I couldn't do what athletic trainers do as far as exercise prescription, evaluations, and such. But I could work with my hands to... Yeah. I was just a highly educated massage therapist that could say, well, I could think it. Yeah. Oh, your hamstring's tight. Well, let me work on it, whatever I can do, hands-on. Yeah. So I went from there, I was building up my private practice. I blew my back out. Yeah. I'm fused from T10 to L1. Wow. Suffered caudate equina syndrome, and that's where the tail end of your spinal cord gets compressed. Yeah. And here I was in my arrogance of, I'm this movement specialist, da-da-da-da, to the orthopedic surgeon going, listen, this was Monday. You should have had surgery on Friday when it happened. You got a 90% spinal cord compression. We're going to do what we can, but there's no guarantees that when you walk out, when the surgery's done, that you may not be in a wheelchair.
Change your perspective.
Whoa. I was like, whoa. Just, my wife and I, we cried and we were scared and we prayed. And 7.5 hours later, came back, and I guess I asked the orthopedic surgeon or something about if it was okay for me to have a Ferrari now or something in my fog or whatever. My wife gives me grief about that. But, I don't know. So from there, 2.5 months later, I was dedicated. I was walking. I was doing my own thing of rehab and therapy. And 2.5 months later, I took the head athletic trainer's job at Fort Valley State.
Yeah.
And I was there for about a year and a half. And I was like, this is not, no.
Yeah.
This is not
for
where I
you.
want to be. So I went and got a massage from one of the massage therapists over at the facility or the building that I eventually moved into. And they were like, we've got a room here. And I was a licensed massage therapist at the time. And I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
There's the sign. I left Fort Valley State and started this journey.
Yeah.
And 3 years into it, saving my money, saving up all, and creating a vision of how I wanted to see things.
Yeah.
Looked at places all over and just nothing.
Yeah.
And I was having breakfast over at Tommy's and like, you want to look at this place? And my wife kind of like kicks me in the shin. She's like, that's the place I told you should have looked at about a year ago.
Yeah.
I walked over here and looked at it and I'm like, it just ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
It's like the dominoes fell into place.
Wow.
Minimal works. Like 6 weeks later,
Man.
I was in here just going, and everything ever since I've just been building and growing.
So you started at Vinyl. Was that purely just a massage table kind of setup?
It was a massage table, and I would take people out in the hallway of the house or in the little front room with my compression boots and things like that, and have them doing exercises right there and such, with the compressions and just athletic recovery.
Yeah.
And
so when you moved here, did you just do massage therapy too? Because you have a lot right now. You have a lot more going on.
So this is everything that I have except for the sauna and I used to be just portable. I could pick up
and go anywhere.
This cryo chamber is completely portable.
Yeah.
Like I can fold it up and fly it to Timbuktu, and as long as there's a nitrogen tank, I can set it up and
there you go.
And go. So I was completely portable, but this all falls under recovery.
Okay.
It doesn't truly fall under, someone without a lick of sense with human anatomy could own a cryo chamber.
Yeah.
There's, obviously, they wouldn't probably be very successful with it because you gotta have some knowledge to run it.
Exactly.
But it was a natural fit for where I wanted to see my business grow and become. It's a fitness recovery and wellness center. It's one of a kind here in Middle Georgia. But what I'm wanting to do with my collegiate and professional background, I'm wanting to create a facility that is mimicking a collegiate or professional athletic training room, minus the emergency medicine.
Yeah.
I don't need splints. I don't need the
crutches.
Right. But for the general public.
Yeah. As far as the recovery goes. So
recovery, and now with a medical director as an athletic trainer, I have direct access.
Wow.
People can just call me up and make an appointment.
Wow.
As long as the medical director, there's a thing called standing orders protocol where the medical director has to sign off and say, you can do this with an ankle, you can do this with a shoulder, you can do this with a spine.
Yeah.
If these ... check marks, if they don't hit any of those, you got to refer them out. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So we're working under a physician's standing orders.
Okay.
But the State Practice Act in Georgia allows me to do whatever a physician says. You're trained. I have confidence in you. Your competency level is strong. I'm going to sign off on you to be able to do this. Wow.
That's crazy. But you're not out here doing anything that you're not trained to do, right?
Oh, no. No. There's too many professionals out here.
Yeah.
And I'm more integrative than I am about tooting my own horn and being a rogue renegade. I want to work with physical therapists. I want to work with chiropractors. Yeah. orthopedic surgeons, internal medicine physicians. I want to work with them all and just collectively create a valuable, positive plan for the individual.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. It seems like you all have a lot of stuff going on here. So
yes,
for someone who's not familiar with body awareness, let's kind of start with introduction of like what it is, like mission statement kind of thing, and then more into like the different things that you'll have going on in different services, and I'll tie back into that.
So body awareness, performance and therapy is essentially a premier fitness recovery and wellness facility. I don't want to call it a wellness center, but it's a facility that has something for everyone. But not everything I have is for everyone. There's something for someone in here. Be it an ankle sprain rehab to infrared sauna to the cryo chamber. I mean, vibration therapy. We have oscillating vibration therapy. We have linear vibration therapy, which for different individuals, you don't want one person to go on oscillating vibration therapy stand, but they can go on the linear. And it's, you got to know what you're doing with it. We got compression therapy, which is kind of a lay person's version of deep tissue massage. But everything, we're treating the person in here. People come in with a symptom, but we're treating a person. And I believe that everything that we offer is people come in here with pain and problems. I guess that's a better way of putting it. And pain, what I've seen is your body screaming for change. And we achieve it through movement. We achieve it through alternative modalities. To where it facilitates a person's body to start healing within themselves without us having to ingest medicines or get injections. There's a time and a place for those things. Without a doubt. There's a time and a place, but not everything
should be solved by a pill and that kind of thing.
Should be solved by a pill. Exactly.
What are some of the problems I'll solve here? So people aren't familiar with body awareness. Someone's like, oh, maybe my ankle hurts, some of that. What's like some real life problems that y'all have solved that people might relate to?
I have a lot of training in what is called primal reflex release technique, PERT. And it is a neuromuscular, which nerve, muscle, manual therapy, hands-on. I'm treating the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, the limbic system, which is stress-related. And I'm treating that or addressing that. Some people might get squirrely if they hear me say treat. But I address their nervous system through hands-on neuromuscular therapy. Or manual therapy. And so we work with people with sciatica. And so many people, they think they have sciatica.
No.
They don't. They've got muscle imbalance. They've got a lymphatic problem sometimes. And I look at all of those things. I have I have a hierarchy where I look at those different systems. Everybody's body is a moving system. So I'm always trying to find what their deficit is. Because the nervous system puts brakes on the body from being threatened.
So that deficit is causing the body to show that kind of whatever pain or imbalance or something.
And it's time where I get to put my PI hat on and kind of,
okay,
your knee hurts.
Yeah.
But why?
Why does it hurt?
Why does it hurt? what are you telling me? Oh, you got hit in the liver, for you were MMA or something, and I'm palpating, or I sit at a desk for 8 hours a day, and I've always got my right hip. Yeah. My right hip is always killing me. Okay, you're right-handed or you're left-handed. I hurt my neck 10 years ago, and then three years after that, my right hip just started killing me. All of those things, if you listen to it, can tell you, if you listen close enough, they'll tell you exactly where you need to start. And then your skill set, what you're able to do with that, will determine whether you're going to be successful or not. Yeah. And I like to tell people, if they come in to see me, I'm shooting for at least a 50% reduction in symptoms. And then we're wanting to reinforce those changes that we created by 1, 2, maybe 3 exercises, so that you don't walk out here and going, this got a menu of exercise. No, do 2 or 3, be successful with that, come back and let me know how your body has responded to those, because you may get further reduction, and you may go 2 days after the treatment go, I'm not in pain at all. Wow. I'm not hurting. And then there's individuals that have the neurological issues, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, helping them, because again, I'm addressing the nervous system through manual therapy. So a lot of time, I've seen people that with Parkinson's haven't been able to do things, haven't been able to open their hands, squeak, make fists, move their head, and then this is why I love it. This is why I get all passionate about it, because it happens like that.
Yeah, I bet it's truly amazing. Like something a problem that someone's been struggling with for a while.
Oh yeah, I mean, all of a sudden
you can make it go away.
I've literally trouble talking about these things. Yeah, because there are failures. Yeah, I mean, there's things where I can't. I mean, but I've seen people on my table and in here that hadn't been able to squat, haven't been able to turn their head 10, 12 years. They're like,
gotta move the whole body.
And I do one little thing, maybe tell them to sniff, or don't let me move this, don't let me do that. And I want you to position yourself here. I want you to take a deep breath. Count to 5. Exhale. Take a deep breath here. Count to 5. Stretch out. And then all of a sudden, literally, they're like, what? How? What? Yeah. I'm like, we're just addressing what your body's asking for. Yeah.
Your body's been telling you something. It's telling you something's wrong. You just haven't been listening to the right way.
Exactly.
And something like a pill would never. There's time and place for pills and medicine, but sometimes that's not always the answer.
Correct. Wow. Correct. But getting back to one of my little pride and joys right now has been a multiple sclerosis client of mine.
Is that what we were talking about a little bit earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And so when she first came to see me, we did some things and got her moving. Yeah. And she still, to this day, she has some neurological deficits. Yeah. I'm not curing MS. No. But she has committed to working on the quality of life. Well, I did my table work, and then I brought her over to the vibration. She couldn't stand. Yeah. And we did that for a little while. Just kept going. Now she can literally stand on the vibration plate, and with moving her hands, because it challenges your center of gravity. Yeah. But she can stand up to 5 minutes on that. So going from wheelchair bound, having to sit to get the vibrations, to now she can stand and hold.
Yeah.
And we've got her doing some exercises with it. And just this past week, we were able to get her into our cryo chamber.
Yeah, which is a big accomplishment.
Huge. I mean, it's still early in the game, so we don't know. There's studies out there that says, I think it was like 160, something like that, subjects.
Yeah.
And there was like a 70-something%
Improvement. People who had MS.
Yes.
From the Chronotherapy.
Correct. Just from the whole body cryotherapy.
Wow.
Ranging from lack of stiffness to increased neurological sensations to muscles relax. I mean, just movement.
Yeah.
Things like that. So we did it, and we were able to configure, because again, cryotherapy lasts 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But we configured a way to where she could sit in it and have her head above the gas and everything and get the full effect. And so far so good. She loved it.
Yeah.
It's early to see if there's what true benefits, but we're making that step forward.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the chamber a little bit.
Okay.
Because it is something that I think would go over really well when we cut up the video and do splits of it. People are gonna be really interested in that. So you have the cryo chamber right here. What exactly is it? What does it do? That kind of thing.
So it is what they call a whole body cryo chamber.
Okay.
People in the industry will argue that it's not really whole cryo because your head and neck is out of it. So it's not, because they have electric ones now.
Probably better than breathing in.
Yeah. But what it does, it helps with, it was created in the late 70s.
Yeah.
By a Japanese physician for rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay.
So that's your main pain.
Yeah.
To diminish temperature. Research is showing at negative 166 degree Fahrenheit temperature of the air blowing around you. You're not sitting in 166 degree below water would be frozen.
Yeah.
All right. This is the temperature of the air blowing around you.
Yeah.
The science behind this is it's creating what they call a sympathetic reflex response.
Okay.
A shiver.
Okay. It'll make you shiver?
You want to get to that point where you're shivering, but then you control your breathing, which there's, here's another level of nerdiness.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I love this kind of stuff.
When you inhale through your nose, you're inhaling nitric oxide.
Yeah.
Which gets oxygen into the body.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's activating the parasympathetic. There's parasympathetic neural ganglions along your spine. So you're getting it activated because it's compressing, and then you're keeping oxygen in the body. Well, when you keep oxygen in the body, it helps heal.
Yeah.
And it gets lymphatic flowing. Lymphatic is basically, it's moving trash out of your body to go process through the liver, endocrine system, all that. So, controlling your breathing.
Yeah.
Once you start shivering. At the point that you cannot control your breathing, like you're just...
yeah. Similar to what...
That is the time that me as a clinician, I'm like, that's your body's sympathetic reflex response. You're done. Yeah. It could be 30 seconds in. It could be a minute and 27 seconds. But it only takes up to 3 minutes.
Yeah. Is that response, the uncontrolled breathing, similar to what you would jump into, like a really cold pool or something like that? Is it that kind of reflex or what?
No, it's like you can't stop.
Yeah.
You can't stop shivering. I mean, it is...
How cold does this chamber get?
So this particular one gets down to the air blowing is negative 290.
Oh my gosh.
We have a lot of places will take a skin temp. Yeah. We don't do that. But we normally we judge what the person's experience is. Yeah. Kind of a subjective of, are they scared? Yeah. You know, like, Oh my God, you're asking me to get in bone-chilling cold weather?
Negative 290.
About 90% of the people that get in there, they go, how cold is it? Or I don't want to know, but they'll get in there and they're like, it's cold. And I'm like, well, it's cryo chamber. It's supposed to be cold.
I'm glad it's working.
And they're like, it's cold, but I'm not shivering yet. And then towards the last minute, because versus an ice tub makes the blood go to the extremities. This caught because your brain goes, oh crap, this is negative 200 and something. It draws the blood into the organs. Yeah. So it keep you warm internally. So your extremities get cold. Yeah.
45.
It is? No way. Oh, we're good. No, keep rolling.
Oh, wow.
Keep rolling.
I just give him timestamps every now and then.
Oh, keep rolling.
He loses track of time so quickly.
So the real magic is when you step out.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize that it's negative 240. You just say it's cold.
Yeah.
260. It's cold. But then when you get out, it's not unfathomable to see someone start sweating 15 to 20 minutes after that, because the brain goes, I'm not in this cold environment. I've got to warm the body up. Yeah. And it rushes oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood into the extremities, and you feel this flush of warmth.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that is, you'll sleep like a baby with it too, because it really emphasizes your stress. Yeah. You know, you're sympathetic, and then it's like,
man, that sounds awesome. I do want to talk about two more things before we jump in and try it. You have a really cool room right here.
Yes.
I want to talk about this room because I think people would really respond well to this room, and then we'll roll on to the next topic. It's kind of like DIY, like just positive things you can give to the community, what they can do, that kind of thing. So, what is this super cool room with super cool lights going on?
That is our zero body dry float.
Okay.
It is a dry sensory deprivation table, float table. In fact, for temporarily, it was the only one in the state of Georgia.
Wow.
And I had to wait on it so that the University of Alabama's football program could get theirs delivered. Yeah. And I had to wait.
Are you the only one in Macon with it now?
I'm the only one in Macon. I'm the only one in Middle Georgia.
So I should come visit. Where's the next closest one? Probably like Atlanta.
Well, Dublin.
Dublin? Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
And there's I think it's a yoga retreat or something. I'm not sure, but they let me know that I was not the only one in Georgia anymore, and I was like, oh. But at the same time, I'm glad. Yeah. Because it is
an amazing tool.
It is. It really is. It, like I said, sensory deprivation, dry float. So there's so many different things, but it helps again with you resetting your body. Yeah. We see so much stress related. We're driving, road rage. We're working from home. We don't know where paychecks coming from. We don't know. There are kids at home doing virtual learning, especially this day. And then we're coming off the heels of the political season.
And global pandemic on top of that.
And then a pandemic, absolutely. So I've seen people come in dog tired and go in. The science behind it is it turns your brain from working, always on, to relaxing, which is off. Yeah. By premise of it floats zero gravity, the water is heated up basal temperature or body temperature. Yeah. So in essence, as you lay there still, about 5 minutes in, you stop feeling that you're laying on a plastic sheet. Think of a full motion waterbed and a hammock merged together.
Yeah, you showed me this before. So you essentially lay on a table and you press a button and it kind of like
lowers you into it. So it's zero gravity from your head to your toes. So you're floating. Yeah. You're floating. So that in and of itself helps minimize muscle and joint pain. Yeah. Okay. Then you got the physical and the mind. Yeah. So physically, it helps get the muscle and joint pain receptors to turn off. Yeah. That helps with circulation, lymphatic flow, and such. And then you're able, because you're not stimulated by lights and noise. However, with this, we do meditation type white noise.
Yeah.
Music where some of the traditional wet floats would be more pure silence.
Yeah.
And that, what I found is a lot of people say that unnerves them.
Yeah.
Because it goes from 100 miles an hour to 0.
Yeah.
And you're
There's
like,
no transition.
It's too hard for them.
Yeah.
And they're like, but with that, because they ease into it. I've literally had people come out of there after a 30-minute session. Well, majority of them will go, can I do another 30 minutes? Because they fell asleep.
Yeah.
They turned off their brain and they were able to go into theta sleep.
Wow.
Which is that, turbocharged
power
nap.
Oh my gosh.
And research the science behind it. Everything we do in here is science. There's science behind it.
Yeah.
I can pull up studies and such that says I'm justified in offering this, and it's not just some hokey, wellness, holistic. It is holistic, but the science behind it, 30 to 60 minutes is equivalent or similar to 2 to 4 hours of theta sleep, which is just before you go into that deep REM sleep.
Yeah.
And that's your kind of your dreamy state. I don't know how many people I've had say, like, well, I slept great until I woke myself up snoring. I didn't know I snored, but I woke up,
man.
And I had people walk out and go, outside of, can I do an hour instead? Or next time I'm going to do an hour, they'll hang on to the door jamb and be like, I need a second. Wow.
Yeah.
And it's like a good night's sleep where they've just rested so much that you wake, you're refreshed, but you're like, wow, I needed that sleep.
Yeah.
And then I've had other individuals who were ADD or ADHD be absolutely dragging coming through here. And they're like, I'm just, oh my gosh, bags under their eyes and everything. And they come out of it and they're like, yeah, whoa! Just totally flip the script, just ready to go.
Just from that immersive experience.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So,
wow. People got to try that. And then this is kind of my last question, and I think it'd be good for the Macon community to see this. Would be a good breakout part 2. So everyone's global pandemic, people are working from home, they're sitting at their desk all day, they have kids they have to deal with. I feel like there's been a bigger focus on health during this global pandemic, but I think there are still a lot of things that people can do at home to just kind of improve their daily life. Do you have any 2 or 3 practical tips that people take home and say, hey, stretch, try to touch your toes, anything like that?
So if you're sitting, stand up, walk around.
Is the stand-up desk worth it in your opinion?
Yes, but again, if you're standing, sit.
Yeah.
Squat some. Just because you're standing, stabilizing.
Yeah.
Get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, both positions are static.
Yeah.
So you want to be implementing any kind of dynamic.
Okay.
If you've got kids at home, that people laugh at me, and I'm like, get on the floor with them.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Roll? And I'm like, be a kid. Roll.
Yeah.
Roll in like you're rolling in the yard or rolling down a hill.
Yeah.
Get up from there and tell me how you feel. You're going to feel like, huh.
Yeah.
I was just goofy. And that was fun.
Yeah.
Boy, that brought me back to when I was a little kid.
Wow.
Well, guess what? You just created memories with your little kids. Your kids are laughing at you. You're laughing at the kids. Took your mind off of pandemic. You took your mind off of what's going on the computer screen, what's on the TV. You reset, go.
Wow.
Go back and recharge and get after it.
Wow. That's awesome.
I mean, it doesn't have... People try to make things too complex.
Yeah.
And they try to make things too sexy.
Yeah.
to like, oh, whiz bang. Ah, just move. Just move. You want to do some squats? Do some squats.
Yeah.
You want to get down on your knees and stand back up? Do it. You know?
Yeah.
Just move. It doesn't have to be like, well, I've got to. Just move. And you'd find that your body will respond in a much more positive way, and your mental state will be much more balanced.
Wow. That's incredible.
And that's I didn't create that. You know, I mean, that's just practical application.
Yeah.
And everybody's just gets right there, and they can't get out of it.
Yeah.
So that's why this is important.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people need assistance with it. And then they're like, oh, this is what it feels like to be relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they come back for more.
Wow.
And we are here to serve them.
Well, that's absolutely incredible. One thing we like to do is kind of sign off is just you tell them your business, tell them where you are, how they can reach you, just in case they want to find you once watching this video. So
we're located, it's Body Awareness Performance and Therapy. We're located at 2257 Heath Road here in Macon, 31206. Our phone number, 478-461-2726. Our website is bodyawarenessmacon.com. And we offer online scheduling, so the convenience. So we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. And the scheduling online is so you don't have to call and say, what's available. You can look online at your convenience and schedule the appointment. We offer hands-on, which is advanced body work or massage therapy, from 30 minutes to 2 hours. We go in 30-minute increments. And then we individualize the services. Yeah. And we have packages for the different services.
So someone can come to you and say, hey, I'm having this problem. You think you can help me out with it? You'll give your opinion. They can come in and you're going to do your best to help them out, right?
Correct.
That's awesome.
And our goal is 50% reduction in symptoms if I can help them out. Yeah. The ultimate goal is that for them to fire me. Yeah. So they don't, because they don't need you anymore. They don't need me. And they can do things on their own, hence body awareness. Yeah. They're aware of what their body's doing. So they can fire me, but if things get sideways, they can come back to me. I don't need someone to keep coming back. There's situations where there's a long-term things, but majority of the time, people don't need to come back and repeatedly. Yeah. And if there's an acute issue, 3 or 4 sessions, if I'm not getting consistent progression within those 3 or 4 sessions, I fire you and say, my skill set is not appropriate for you. Yeah. We need to look at further possibly diagnostic testing. You need to go elsewhere. Yeah. But I'm here to be supportive of you. Yeah. And help you where I tell one of my professional athletes, because they've got the world at their hands in other areas, other cities, and they ask me, and I'm like, hey, I'm always here for you. I'll fit in where I get in to help you out. And that's how I treat everyone that walks through the door. In my mind, is a professional athlete. Yeah, they deserve the best. So why not? Why not give it to them?
Oh, that's absolutely incredible. Thank you for sitting down with us. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Boom. Okay. That is cold. Yeah. It's not wet in here, right?
No.
It feels wet, almost. Wow.
It's not wet. You have to, that's another thing for here, you have to be dry.
Yeah.
So the clock is starting.
Okay, do you remember when you asked me how much I like the cold? I suddenly like it a lot less. Wow. So are there like jets lined up on the side, or how is the nitrogen getting in?
So there's a hose that comes into the rear.
Okay.
And then there's a tower in the back. It flows down and it comes up. So your legs are going to feel it the most.
Yeah. Already starting to shiver a little bit. I feel like on the grand scheme of things, I'm not going to be the best at this.
You're not.
Okay, that just got better. I'm not going to be the best at this. So now it's like at a stationary temperature, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Definitely feel it in my calves and like my shins is where I feel it the most. Do I keep my arms beside me?
You can do whatever you
or do I
want
cross
to
them
there.
or what?
You can do whatever you want. I've got people that go up on their toes.
Okay. I'm trying to stay towards the front because that's where I feel like it's warmest. I'm already getting cold.
Well, you're halfway there.
Really?
Yeah. So you're only in it up to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're not even showing. You're cold.
Yeah.
But you're not showing any signs of like shiver.
I'm starting to shiver my back a little bit.
Yeah.
Do I meditate or do I keep talking or what?
I have found that the majority of the people enjoy talking. Just introduce the show right now.
Hey guys, welcome back to At Home Macon. Today we're sitting down with Rodger with Body Awareness, Performance in Therapy. We're going to be talking about all things being aware of your body, how he got started in Macon, the service that he provides to first responders, CrossFitters, athletes, anyone who may need help being more aware of their body. He really does provide a tremendous service here in Macon. You should definitely check him out. But for now, enjoy this episode of At Home Macon. Enjoy. Huh?
Introduce and say, hey, I'm in the Cryo Chamber.
Hey guys, I'm in the Cryo Chamber. Welcome to the next episode of At Home Macon. Today we're sitting down with Rodger from Body Awareness, Performance and Therapy. We're going to be talking about all things being aware of your body, the clients that he services, what jobs he do, the services he offer here at Body Awareness, the Chronotherapy, the zero deprivation tank, and all the good stuff. Sit back, enjoy this episode with Rodger.
You got 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh, my nipples are so hard.
And you're done. Expensive equipment here, so don't go running out.
Whew.
That's nice. Oh yeah.
And you said my eyes start sweating afterwards? That's crazy. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed that.